Sri Lanka in the Super 4 clash. With India riding a golden winning streak and Bangladesh hungry to rewrite history, this clash promises grit, guile and high-voltage cricketing drama. Can Tigers pull off the unthinkable, or Men in Blue march one step closer to the final? It's India versus Bangladesh, a showdown you won't want to miss. So let's get started. India are all set to take on Bangladesh in the Super 4 match of the Asia Cup 2025 at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium. The Men in Blue sit atop its standings and win against the Tigers would secure their finals berth. Bangladesh are also boasting momentum after their brilliant show against Sri Lanka in the first match of the Super 4 stage. This game promises to be one of the defining moments of this Asia Cup.
India faced Bangladesh in their second Super 4 clash of the Asia Cup 2025 at the Dubai International Stadium. India started their Super 4 encounter overpowering Pakistan in a one-sided affair. With India continuing their dominant run in the Asia Cup, the onus will be on Bangladesh to defy the odds and produce a performance that could shake the tournament's balance. While India have been ruthless in their march so far, especially with their depth in batting and the consistency shown by players like Suryakumar Yadav, Shubman Gill and Abhishek Sharma, Bangladesh will have to play out of their skins if they are to upset their much stronger counterparts.
Our general principle is respect everyone, fear no one, and it's more about our process and what we're trying to achieve. And the focus will be putting our best game out again. We actually thought we were a bit scrappy against Pakistan. We weren't happy with their performance. We've just had a team meeting now, and as we always do, we're trying to address the things we feel we can be better at and more clinical at. So regardless whether it's Bangladesh or Oman, whoever we're facing, the guys tomorrow will be trying to put their best foot forward and give their best performance.
The contest will undoubtedly revolve around how well Bangladesh spinners, especially Rashad Hussain and Mahedi Hasan, can challenge India's top order. However, with India's vast experience and depth, it will take something extraordinary from the Tigers to even match the pace and power of their opponents. Bangladesh started their Super 4 campaign on a winning note, defeating arch-rival Sri Lanka by 4 wickets. The Tigers will now go in believing they can cause an upset against India, against whom they last won a T20 match in 2019. If they can somehow beat India, they will emerge as strong contenders to enter the final. In a game that has everything to prove for both sides, India to assert their supremacy and Bangladesh to create an unforgettable upset, the Dubai International Stadium is sure to witness an intense, high-pressure encounter. Only one thing is certain: the winner will take a giant leap towards the final, while the loser will face a daunting uphill task in their quest for glory.
So all eyes now India's Super 4 clash against Bangladesh here in Dubai. A contest where India walks in as a favorite, but Bangladesh unpredictably keeps the excitement alive. With cameraman SP Dubey, Mukesh Shukla, DD India, Dubai.
Now let's take a look head-to-head between the two teams, India and Bangladesh. If we take a look, both the teams have played 17 matches. India won 16 and Bangladesh won 1 match, and no result is 0. So it's 16 versus 1 between the two teams, and as per the captain of the Indian team, we can't say such matches are rivalry, because such stats does not say that we can say such matches are rivalry between the two teams. It's 16 versus 1 between India and Bangladesh. And to help us decode the big picture, we are joined by senior sports journalist Rakesh Rao, bringing his sharp insights on India's dominance and Bangladesh's rising challenge. And also joining us, our correspondent Mukesh Shukla, live from Dubai, for all the latest updates from the ground. And Rakesh, a very warm welcome on the show, the Battle for the Asian Glory. If you're talking about this match, India's stats against Bangladesh, India haven't lost to Bangladesh in T20 since 2019. What will it take for the Bangladesh to break this 16-1 head-to-head record against India?
Narayan, first of all, these numbers, see, any number in the shortest format of the game, it doesn't really matter. For the simple reason, things can happen thick and fast. See the team of 2019 that beat India, this looks a very different side. It isn't the same. Both sides of the line, you'll find there are two different, completely two different teams. Having said that, India has dominated because Bangladesh is one of those teams which has remained very inconsistent, unpredictable, to say the least. But against India, they have been more or less predictable. What makes Bangladesh a kind of team that can cause problem is only when they raise their bar, which again they're very inconsistent about, and Indians somehow play below their best. That is the only way you can see a contest between these two teams. For example, if you remember what happened against Pakistan the other day, Indian bowling was below par. India's out cricket, especially the way they went after their, all the offerings given by Pakistan. We dropped 4 catches that day. So that means Indians were not playing to their potential. We lowered the bar and the score was 91 for 1 after 10 overs. So something like that should happen for Bangladesh to make a match of it. The moment India shifts gears and plays the way it is known to play, it will be a no contest. Again, this is the wicket where Indians have played their last match. Bangladesh has traveled to Abu Dhabi and there they beat Sri Lanka and now they're back. So Indians enjoy the comfort of being where they were, whereas Bangladesh is back with the confidence of having overtaken a target set by Sri Lanka by chasing it down beautifully,
Right.
I must say. What they did was that they didn't play dot balls. They chased it well, they paced it well, and that's the reason why I feel that any team chasing here will also have that bit of advantage, but that doesn't mean that if India doesn't bat first, they will not, if India doesn't chase, India won't be the hot favorite. Irrespective of the toss, Indians will remain the favorite here.
Right, Indians will remain favourite, but as you mentioned that India was not up to the mark in their match against Pakistan. But despite of that, India's average play in that match was, we can say, overshadowed the Pakistan brilliant cricket. Despite, as you mentioned, India lost 4 catches, and despite of that, a good start was there by the openers. But Mukesh is also joining us. Mukesh, a very warm welcome. Mukesh, talking about Sanju Samson. We know that he was initially in the scheme of things as an opener, but Sanju Samson is being tested in the middle order despite looking slightly uncomfortable against the older ball. So how do you see this experiment of working out in the long run? 1 innings he has played, I think, but that is not a sample size to draw any conclusion of Sanju playing in the right in the middle orders.
Right, Narayan, absolutely you raise a valid point, because Sanju Samson usually play in the batting number 3 or 4, but this time he is going to down 6 number, 5th number. But in the playing 11, you cannot give him the promotion to play in the top order like first 2 and 3, because already Abhishek Sharma, Shubman Gill, Tilak Verma already played in this position, and they have given advantage to the Indians. So, but Sanju Samson, the batsman, he is having his behavior. He is a telesmatic batsman. Whenever he play, he got opportunity. He's smashing hard. So Gambhir also knows whenever he come on ground, he can play like a big shot. Yesterday on the net, I saw him. He was waiting his turn 40 or 45 minutes. Whenever he got the chance, he smashed hardly. So he knows his position. He knows his role. When the match will start against Bangladesh or the other team, Sanju Samson got opportunity, but this time in the top order, I don't think so he can go towards the position 3 or 4. He has to play on 5th or 6th position. So he already knows his position, and the team, like yesterday we spoke to Suryakumar Yadav, he already said all teams, this composition of the team, we cannot disturb the playing 11. As well, the bowling side, Bumrah will lead from the front, and Hardik Pandya give the advantage, give an opportunity, and as well as Shivan Dubey, we cannot forget him. He is also playing a big role in this tournament, and he got wickets, he scored several runs. So we have a 3 bowler, 2 spinners along with Akshar Patel, Kuldeep Yadav, Varun Chakravarti. So the batting order, we have 5, 6, number 6 or 7, and apart from that we have a 4 to 5 bowlers including Hardik Pandya and Shivam Dube. They played a big role in this today's match because they already as the all-rounder, they already shown his caliber in the previous match also.
Right, Mukesh, but I think the scheme of things can't go for the longer runs, especially for the Sanju Samson, because he was looking quite brittle in the middle order. Coming to you, Rakesh, if you talk about Bumrah, the way the Team India has changed their strategy this time around, Bumrah bowling 3 overs in the power play, and do you think it's a good strategy, or do you think Bumrah playing 2 overs, bowling 2 overs in the power play and 1 towards in the middle, and after that 1 over towards the end? So, do you think it is not working for the Bumrah to? If we take a look at his figures, only 3 wickets so far on and an economy of over 8 runs.
See, what has happened with him is that he's just had one bad day. You know, overall, he's entitled to have his days as well. But the point is that on a wicket like that, which was not read correctly by both the skippers, be it Indian's captain or the Pakistani skipper, what happened was it was a batting beauty. And of course, when the ball was not doing anything, he relied on his, like Yorkers, and those Yorkers turned into full tosses, and he got hit. And he got royally hit, because if you see the 3 overs that he bowled in the power play, each of those went for more than 10 runs. So that was something which was very unusual. He has never been hit for more than 40 runs. I mean, you don't see his analysis going into 40 runs in 4 overs. That means he's averaging.
Also, he, I think, never bowled in the power play. He never bowled 3 overs.
That's what I'm saying. He bowled 3 overs there. Now, the point is that what you said has been the formula: 2 in the top 6, 1 around the 14th, 15th over, and then he comes back for the 19th or the 20th over, depending on the situation. But, the day he hits form, he will turn this match into a one-sided affair. He's that good. He's such an impact player that his form makes a lot of difference to the fortunes of Bangladesh. Like that day, we saw 91 for 1. It was only because Kuldeep got hit, Bumrah got hit. So these two, those 8 overs cost India dearly. But the point is, the way we batted, all these things were not even discussed beyond a point, because everybody said, oh my God, Abhishek and Shubman, the way they batted. So these are the points where Indians will have to focus. Against Oman, we could understand that Indians were making Oman play. That was one match which Indians just wanted to win, nothing more, nothing less.
Right.
They didn't mind getting hit. They didn't mind anything. They just wanted to have a good, comfortable game. It was an inconsequential game. Indians won that. But 2 successive occasions, our bowlers haven't been very impressive. So up front, Bumrah has to come good, because he can then be rested for the next match. Because once India is assured of a place in the final, they can rest Bumrah. But the point is, he has to come good today. Same applies to Kuldeep Yadav and also Sanju Samson. Because our batting looks okay as long as we have a good start. But this is Bangladesh. They will be employing, I think they'll have at least 3 spinning options, and we are good against them. So overall, India, whether India bats first or India chases, what I see is that Indians will have to keep their focus. They cannot lower the bar here, no matter what, be it Bangladesh, be it Pakistan, be it Sri Lanka. This is a Super 4 game. Every point matters, irrespective of where you are, because you would like to continue the winning momentum with you, and don't fiddle with a winning combination.
Right. As you mentioned that it's a very important match. Every match is important here at the Super 4. Mukesh, coming to you, nature of the Dubai pitch, low and slow, and with not a single 200+ score in the all tournaments so far. So, taking a look at such conditions in Dubai, so who do you think the conditions are favoring more in today's match, considering the fact that Bangladesh do have some good spinner, and we know that in these pitches, Mustafizur Rahman is bowling well. So, according to you, this pitch, Dubai pitch, is suited to which team better?
Naran, I think if you talk about this particular pitch, this is very slow pitch, outfield is very slow, so it's generally favor to the spinners also. And in the previous match you saw Varun Chakravarti, Kuldeep Yadav, they got wickets, and Shivam Dubey also got wickets. So but how you ball, it's up to you, how you face Mustafizur Rahman. It's a left arm seamer, he tried to bowl hard, but on the other side Indian batting looks very confident. They are playing against Pakistan, where you saw Abhishek Sharma, he was dominating all the part of the bowlers. Those they are playing Shaheen Shah Afridi, he was smashing him in the first ball. Today we also expect that when Mustafizur Rahman will come to ball, Mahedi Hasan will come to ball. They already ready, and they have strongly make their plan towards this match. And if we talk about in the both sides, they have a good spinner, but those who will win the toss, which team will win the toss, it's important, because the previous match against Pakistan we saw India won the toss and elected to field. So again, if India will win, they will definitely go with the same strategy in the previous match they had. So when the time will come, Narayan, the toss is very crucial and important. After that they will make their strategy, they make their plan, how they accelerate the batting or how they accelerate the bowling. When toss will happen, it will also the deciding thing for this match also.
As you mentioned, Mukesh, definitely the start, what kind of start the Indian batters, especially Shubman Gill and Abhishek Sharma, the way just when our openers playing good and they are just hitting big shots to the bowler, definitely it shatters the confidence of the bowler. That will be the key to the success for the Indian team. Rakesh, coming to you, since the start of the 2024, India have won 32 and lost 3 matches in the T20 cricket. If you take a look, Champions Trophy, unbeaten, T20 World Cup, unbeaten. If you take a look, the 50-over format too, they lost only 1 match, that was final. So will you call it perhaps the most formidable T20 side ever assembled in the recent times?
Narayan, looking at the track record, yes. No question about it, because Indians have been consistent when it comes to white ball cricket. No question about that. Having said that, you also have to realize that Indians have gained immensely from IPL, which most of these teams don't have that advantage. Pakistan doesn't get to play IPL. Sri Lanka doesn't have too many people in it. Bangladeshis, you don't see them. So overall, when you see India having that advantage, and this is a young team in the sense 2 or 3 of the regulars are not there. They have retired. So no Rohit, no Kohli, no Jadeja. So people who are getting the opportunity, they are not, they are not greenhorns. They know how it feels to play with some of the best names. They play with them, they play against them. For example, when you look at somebody like an Abhishek, he gets to play with some of the finest names when he plays in IPL. He's practicing with some of the finest names. So when he can stay in the crease and hit those shots, like everybody is now amazed to see how does he execute those shots. Now these guys have come up with the advantage of having played some very good cricket with certain quality opposition, quality their compatriots, their own teammates have been so good. So that advantage which the Indian team has, that's the reason why you see that 32 out of 35, or rather such a huge margin of victory. That is because the players are fearless. They know that they have to keep performing because someone else will come and take their spot. So everybody is giving his 100%. And this kind of intensity which you see has actually, what it has actually done is that has taken the pressure from the so-called India-Pakistan games anymore. These guys are no longer, they feel the pressure because they go through it during IPL, 45 to 50 days of pressure matches day in and day out. So the way the Indian players are playing now, it is, I think I largely give it to the mindset which they have over a period of time developed during the IPL season. So that is one of the reasons they look so comfortable against any opposition in any situation.
Definitely, as you mentioned, the point, valid point, the Indian team is playing the high quality cricket, especially the IPL. Mukesh, talking about this Indian team, so far in the tournament, India is unbeaten. But what are the areas of concern? You are following the tournament. Do you think India should stick on, they should focus on those areas of concern, especially for Team India?
Narayan, especially they have to focus on their fielding side because against Pakistan we already shown 4 to 5 catches missed in this in the previous match, and Pakistan got advantage to score 171 runs. This time India will not take any chance, and you know they already yesterday in the when we saw the practice session, they practice towards the key areas, their fielding, their catches, and there was the catches in matches, you know, always comes in minds when you are playing in this particular short format of tournament. You cannot give any opportunities to the other opponent like Bangladesh, because they are, when they will get chance, they, you know, strongly come back. When a big team already face when Bangladesh upset them in the biggest tournament, so India could not give any chance and any opportunities. When we talk about when we talked yesterday, Suryakumar Yadav, he already said he cannot believe his stats. He, you know, believe the present performance, and he is much sure that today the team will go again and, you know, they dominate to the Bangladesh, and their batters, their bowlers, they all are ready, but they have to concentrate their fielding. They have to concentrate whenever they are playing in this big match. They, you know, control their nerves. They play according to the situations, and it's a big game. Virendra Sehwag already advised Abhishek Sharma in the live chat, whenever you go to 70, 80, please do calm, play accordingly to the situation. Don't play like as a harsh man, because he already faced this kind of stats when he looked after retirement. He has opportunity to convert in the 100, but you know, in the same age he is also playing, and he is also dominating towards the big bowler like if you talk about a big Braitley, McGrath, so he cannot, you know, leave the chance. So he advised him, play accordingly to the situation. Whenever you get the opportunities, please complete your 100 also.
Definitely, it's the key man for the India here. As rightly mentioned, by fielding is a matter of concern for Team India here, but the form of Suryakumar Yadav and Jasprit Bumrah especially will play a big role, because so far they were looking off color, and when India will be there in the finals, definitely these two players will be key to India's success. And Rakesh, one last question. Bangladesh head coach Phil Simmons had dismissed the notion that India an unbeatable side. Simmons said every team has the ability to beat India. The game is played on the day. It's not what India has done before. It's what happens on the day. So how do you look Simmons' comment?
Well, see, that is what he is there for. He cannot be admitting that his team is weak. He will take every opposition as equal. That's his job, and that's his job to say when he is talking to the media. He knows the truth, because you know where India stands. If you make a SWOT analysis of Indian team vis-a-vis the Bangladesh team, even you know, like, he knows it. But these are the statements you have to make when you come to the media conference, and I know what he means by that. He's only trying to encourage his team. He wants to keep the spirit high, and that's about it. But if you look at the teams, as I said, for Indians not to win the match, Indians will have to perform way below their best, way below. And Indians have shown that even on an off day like they had against Pakistan, they won comfortably at the end. So Indians have the ability to turn a bad phase into a good day. Okay? So Indians have too many things going right for them. I just hope that Suryakumar Yadav gets to spend time in the middle, because last 2 matches we haven't seen him do anything with the bat, because once he didn't get to bat at all because he kept himself at number 11.
Yeah.
And in the following game, he couldn't score a run. So I would like, going into the bigger matches, I want Surya to get back into form, in the sense that he should be among the runs. If he sticks around, it's more than enough. But at the same time, Bumrah has to come good. Kuldeep has to get his feel back. That is my only concern. I know that Indians, I will not say toss is crucial. Right. Toss will help India if India wins the toss. Even if we are made to, bat first, I still feel that Indians will put enough on the scores for our bowlers to defend.
So right, it's an important match, as you mentioned, that these statements they have to say in front of media, but they also know the truth. What's the big gulf between the two sides, India and Bangladesh? Thanks, gentlemen, for joining us and giving valuable inputs and analysis on this crucial India versus Bangladesh Super 4 Asia Cup. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Mukesh. Thanks, Rakesh, for joining us. Now we can let's take a look at the Super 4 table. Right now India is at the top place after one match. They have 2 points, and Pakistan has 2 points, 2 matches, one loss, 1 win, and Bangladesh after one match they have 2 points and they are the third place, and Sri Lanka in 2 matches they have lost 2 matches, so they have 0 points. So on all likelihood we can say that Sri Lanka is almost out, and today's match will decide which team almost in the final, whether India or Bangladesh. If India wins, their net run rate is 0.689. Definitely they will have 1 foot in the finals of the tournament. So that's all from our special build up to the India's Asia Cup Super 4 match against Bangladesh. Stay tuned to DD India for every update and analysis, as we will continue to bring the Battle of Asian Glory for you. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.
Pakistan's Al Khalid tank under fire at home. Can it hold up against India's T-90 Bhishma? Islamabad's stealth fighter dreams dashed. No J-35 in sight. India's big leap in aviation, IMRH and DBMRH set to rule the skies and the seas. And Israel powers up its Iron Beam lasers to replace missiles in future wars. Catch all the action on Defense Dynamics this Wednesday at 8 p.m. IST only on DD India.